Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good day to everybody. I hope everyone has had a lovely day so far, or that the day to come will be excellent, as we all furiously panic about the fact that we have diamond prompts now. Oh god, my stream fucking frames. God, why frames now? Good burp, good burp. I did change the channel points to toast slices because I've decided to lean in. When I do the art stream next Tuesday, it's gonna be the emotes, and I'm gonna draw toast. Because I can draw bread very easily. I went, yes. Perfect. Bread. So we'll have bread emotes at some point. Primarily like a bread thonk. Because no one that I've been sub-bombed to has a thonk emote. And that's just disappointing. So I've decided that if someone has to remedy it, it will be me. I will make the thonk emote that this community deserves. Or at the very least, needs. It needs its good thonk. Go, Except it's toast. Everyone needs a thonk emote. Everybody does. Everyone does. Oh god. So, it's a Friday instead of a Saturday because I decided that this was a good idea. So I am sleepy baby. But because I had uni. Yeah. I was actually have to draw the damn thing. I don't want to think about the actual drawing of the toast and the emotes. Because I wanted to do cats, because cat is technically in my username, and then I went, I don't want to have to actually draw a cat. No. We're going to simplify it, that's why it's toast. It is a very convincing burp. It is a excellent burp. It is a good burp. A good burp. All you have to do is add the hand. All you need is the hand for the burp, and you have a burp funk. Burp thonk. So, we have 3 prompts. I was awake for the reveal, and then pretty much as soon as all 3 prompts had been said on the stream, I went to sleep. I just went, I'm going to bed. Done. It's the raid. Welcome, raiders. Stay true. Welcome to Diamond Chaos. You come from a far more chill stream of like diamond completion to I have 3 prompts to do. Yeah, but I stayed up for the stream by accident. I was watching Hefe's stream and then fell asleep and then woke up at 4 in the morning to I'm like, oh sh. Alright, I'm awake? Okay, I'm awake. Alright. And then I set it for half an hour and then went, okay, I have the 3 prompts, I'm going to bed. It's like, hey, there we go. And so, but luckily, for at least 2 of the prompts, I have ideas, which is nice. That does leave a 3rd prompt that I don't have any ideas for. Or I sort of do. So, for the... Did I get my hair cut? I did not. My hair is always like this. My hair is... There's a lot of it. If I pull it... There's a lot. I haven't had a haircut since October. My hair is a mess. It is a lot. Oh god. So for the treaty, there are 2 options for the treaty. It's either going to be the Treaty of Unioth, which ended the Central War, which was a big deal. I haven't written the Central War article, but I will at a later date. Significantly later. That is a future event. That is a big boy article. We don't touch that now. So it'll either be the Treaty of Unioth, it'll be a treaty relating to the Wardens of Strelish, because a friend had an idea, and I was going to be able to tie a couple things together there. We'll see about that. Oh, thank you for the follow, Erin! Oh yeah, and thank you to the people who followed during the break. My Streamlabs and my Stream Manager are inconsistent as to who has followed when, which is annoying. So there's the 2 treaty ideas. And then there's, for the conflict, I'm probably going to write about the Hufon's War, because it's the only war that I know happened, that I haven't written about, and which is short. Or relatively short. It can be boiled down a lot easier than, like, the Central War, which was a 40-year shenanigan fest. The Hufon's War was at least, like, I don't know, 7? I have it written down somewhere how long it was. It's not as long, and it's fairly simple on its face, so I'm like, okay, I'll write about the Hufon's War. So there's 2 prompts that I can write for, and then there's the material prompts. And I'm just like, oh no. Because as I'm watching the stream, and this prompt was revealed, my first thought was, oh, fuck. I've already written that prompt. Because for the historical technology, I wrote about the gems what you store the magic in. And as they're talking about the material prompt, I'm like, oh, oops. So, there was that idea done. Couldn't write about that. And I think the note I ended up making, the note I ended up making at a couple hours ago was, I'm pissed that I already wrote it. I could talk about opals or, like, literal souls. Haven't figured that out yet. I still don't know. That might be a... we're gonna see how that one goes. Because, oh boy. Oh boy. It's gonna be a rough run. You can well, I could, yes. I could resubmit it. But I thought of it as more of a technology anyway. Like, it made sense to me to use it for that template, I think. And there was the fact that I didn't have enough technology to work with. Like, when I was doing the historical technology thing, I went, I've already written one that would have been great for this, and would have fit the prompt really well, and then I didn't want to write about this, and then all I had was catalysts. So I think the catalysts will stay where it is, because then I'm at least consistent about the templates that I use for certain things. Because I've only used tech template once before, and I used it for portals, which to me is a very similar kind of thing. So keeping those with the same template makes sense. So I am just going to have to make up a different material. I did see a couple of people were like focusing on like mana and magic, and while I've already written a template about magic in the abstract, like as a natural law, a force of nature, I could go in that kind of direction, which is what the souls thing was about, because I could just literally write about souls, because I've talked about them enough that I might as well, I could just devote an article to what is a soul in this sense. I don't know. Something that is both physical and not, and which can only be manipulated through necromancy. I'm just like, okay. So it might end up being souls for that one. But we do have to work quickly because I have 30 hours? 30-ish hours? Yeah, 30 hours. I have 30 hours to finish these. Before the stream starts tomorrow. So, woo. And we could start with ones that I know about. Because the idea was, now that I know we can edit, because in my previous stream, I did not know we could edit our prompts in August. Like, I did our articles in August. And then, like, 2 days later, Adamol went, hey, did you know that you can edit your articles in August before the ceremony? And I'm like, oh my god. I did not. So now I can just sort of hit and run it a little bit if I have to. And when in doubt, once the ceremony's over, I can always hide an article and be like, don't worry about it. It didn't happen. You don't have to look at it. There's a couple of articles that I've low-key hidden away. Everything remains public, but if you don't go looking for it, you will not find it. We don't talk about those. That's what the prose one was for. We don't talk about the prose one. Why have I opened the Hoof first? Why did I open the Hoof first? I don't know if I want to do the Hoof first. Oh, God. Maybe I should just roll a dice and pick one. Or maybe I should just focus on the material and get the material done, since that's the hard one. That's probably a better idea. If I do the prompt that I don't have an idea for. Maybe I will just do souls. Yeah, I reckon I could do souls. Because it is both... I opened this up so I could... I was browsing everyone's titles like, what are y'all doing? So it's a source of fuel or power. And the soul is what give you magic and also make you live. So I feel like that checks. And then magic be used as fuel in catalysts and in general. So it feels like a pretty fitting material, even though it is definitely not a physical... Oh, okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to confront the metaphysics of what a soul is. That shit's funky. I don't know what's going on. It is similar to what you did, which did help me. Seeing other people had done that idea, I was like, okay. So it is like, people have gone that direction. That means that I am safe to go that direction. I'm not like doing something really weird and like tangential to the prompt. People have just gone there. I'm like, okay, cool. Excellent. I'm safe. Where's metaphysical? Metaphysical. There we go. I'm pretty sure it's metaphysical. I'm pretty sure that's what that word means. Physical. Give me the definition. That's useless. You're useless to me. I hate these kind of definitions. Yeah, transcending physical matters or laws of nature. Cool, 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 cool. Excellent. So soul, the soul is metaphysical. And it do the thing neat. I don't even remember what I did for the other material or prompt. I've already forgotten. Yeah, I've forgotten. What did I do for the other one? Oh no, there wasn't another material prompt. No, yes, it was Dragon Scale. Oh yeah. I remember why I don't remember that prompt now. I remember now. I forget the prompts that I don't like. Well, the article isn't good. Taste, color, melting, element stuff, density. I mean, I don't know, man. It is literal energy. Characteristics, properties, compounds. Where it's found. Inside your heart, but not literally. But also, yes, literally? Unclear. Origin. Half-life. There's a lot of things in the material prompt in the template that I don't look at. I need to actually use templates more and actually look at them. Because the most common template I use is, I think, geography. Just by raw numbers, and then followed by maybe character, and then organization. Possibly flip those. There's a lot of orgs. Oh boy. History, discovery, common use, significance, industrial use, refinement, manufacturing, byproducts, hazards, impact, usability and recycling. And then there's like value, rarity. I mean, they're common, everyone has them, but you know, oh, you can only link one. Oh, you can link, okay, good, you can link multiple. Thank God. I don't think I should link that. I don't think I should link the species, because literally all of them have it. Like, if the species is alive, it have soul. So, that would be a manual link. Related items. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hey, baby. There we go. It has an article. It has a link. It fits. You put the soul in the box. It's the only profession I've ever written. Woof. And it's not tied to any of those, per se. And then it's not tied to a specific location. Well, actually, it kind of is. It's kind of tied specifically to that. And maybe if I don't know, I haven't done an article on the divinities as a species. Which makes sense. That's kind of weird. But maybe I should make a... Maybe I should do that. I'll make a note of that. I should do that. And then make a species template for the divinities. And then they can be connected to stuff because they make things. So that's probably something I should do at some point. Aside from making all of them their own articles, because I keep forgetting to do that. So it's like, are you gonna write an article specifically about any of them? Eventually, maybe. Who knows? Unclear. It's still dropping frames, or is it good? Okay, cool. Excellent. I had to check. I was worried about frames again. Okay, so quote. But we don't have a quote yet. Hey, Bob! Hello! Have you had your morning coffee yet? Everyone's gonna have their coffee. While I have my water again. Ooh. Okay, so souls are something. The life force of all living things. A body can function without working on it. Oh no. There's a delay in the coffee. Whatever will we do? This is an emergency. Coffee need now. You have to have it now. It says life is living things. They do something and something and something. I don't know. This is gonna be a real rough one. So this is, I guess I'm gonna do properties as a header at some point. And then because properties is describing like what it is. Then I might have a... I don't know if I would have a history for a... I guess I could have a history bit. I'll have a history bit. They can talk about magic very loosely. And then in the sidebar, I would have... probably... the uses. I'd probably put the uses in the sidebar. That seems reasonable to me. I'm just putting in all my headers so that I have something to work towards. I'm like, okay, I know there's other things happening. Most of the things. They can be how do you describe a soul? I don't want to go philosophical because it is a literal thing. It's not like, you know, what is a soul in the sense of like human earth, no magic rules. Like, the soul exists. You can like reach in and take it. If you know what you're doing. You can just kind of like, just pull it out. You shouldn't. You should not be yanking people's souls from their bodies unless you're a trained professional. But you can just take it. So it is kind of awkward to describe as a thing. As opposed to like dragon scales. It's like, what is it? It's the scale of a dragon. Okay. Fairly simple. Straightforward, even. Self-explanatory. So souls and life are swallowing things. They give individuals is this like a consequence of me not going to bed until 4:30? This could be a consequence of that. And then I got up early too. Oops, I made a mistake. I made a significant mistake. Oh no. Life is all living things. Maybe that shouldn't be the... Maybe I'll come back to the opening. Maybe I'll come back to the opening later. You're gonna have a hard one. The first sip is crucial. That first sip brings the warm glow of consciousness and life. Yes, I've been told. I'm missing out on it. That's why I only have the water. I need to start drinking tea or something. I need to get caffeine from somewhere. I'm missing out. But maybe that's also a good thing. Our metaphysical objects. Incapable. Incapable of being interacted with by coffee. Oh, cola. Yeah. Oh, I don't have any cola. Cola makes me burp. I can't drink Coke. Like, it tastes nice. Sure, it's fine. But it always makes me really burpy. So I drink, like, lemon lime bitters, which I think is doing the opposite. I think that's more of, maybe something more of a downer than an upper, because there is technically alcohol in it. Not a lot. It's bitters. It's not exactly, like, vodka, but I don't know. Skipped? Skipped? What skipped? I panicked. I immediately went, oh shit, just remembering frames again? No, frames are good. In my world, the soul is the unique blend of positive and negative energy that animates the conglomeration. Ah, that's neat. That's a cool way to do souls. I'm not gonna steal it because it's not. I don't think that's how I've described souls. Actually, I have an idea. I have an idea to help me figure out what my souls are doing, and it's called checking to see every time I've used the word soul. Of which, 1, 2, 3, 4 of these articles are from this last month, so that's good. And then I guess there's also the old one, which is probably more useful for seeing how I've described souls before. Because this one was about, like, making contracts with gods. They can do fun stuff. Did I use the word soul here? My stream skipped? Oh no! My stream is not allowed to skip. My stream is not allowed. It might have been catching up all the dropped frames from earlier, but I'm being told that I have not dropped frames in 20 minutes. So it might have just been a buffer. Oh, it repeated. Oh. I don't know why. Oh no, tech. Tech is terrifying. I don't know what it does. I think I was using his soul metaphysically, like metaphorically there. And then I don't know what Janitha's soul deal is. What is fragment of the soul of the mother? Okay, so just that part. There's the magic article, which I'm pretty sure uses the soul. Oh god. Ooh. Ooh. Ah, I found it. I found the bit. I've found where we go. It's called the magic article. So I'll be able to link into the soul right here. Excellent. Yeah. It is a very accurately named app. It's a wee bit of a mess. Not helped by the fact that I'm an Australian, meaning my internet is not good. So sometimes they just combine and everything goes. It is not known. Oh, I can talk about how she makes them. Okay, so I can do that. That's good. I can talk about how it do the thing and stuff, where it comes from. I can talk about that. I think this article needs an edit too, because there's a bit. This is why I shouldn't add new elements to my world. I have to edit everything and it like back like. Should I have to add merfolk to everything? No. Interacted with. No. Actually, wait, that's what the intro should be. It should be explaining that they come from the mother. The souls of all human of all. Actually, no. of all creatures come from, and I'm gonna link to the divinities. I might give her an article of it. Actually, that's probably should. Just give her a blank article for the minute. Because like she really should get an article written about her. You know, head of the Pantheon. I'll write about her at some point. Maybe that'll be an August thing. Who knows? Well, here's come from the mother. And are fragments of her own, of her own essence. Essence. Without them, bodies would just be empty vessels. Bang. That is an introduction. Sorts of metaphysical objects incapable of being interacted with. I don't know, maybe that's not how I should lay that, because you can interact with them, you just can't, like, touch it. Maybe it could just be incapable of being touched. Without extensive use of magic. 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 Prompts are hard. What'll be fun is if I finish this article and start in the second one, it'll be way easier. Because I'll be like, ah yes, I know what I'm doing. I know how to write this article. Whoosh. So, incapable of being touched without extensive use of magic. Back to this. So she makes them because they're fragments of her. And magic is a shenanigan. A thing happen. It can be manipulated. It can be put into stuff. It can be combined with stuff. You can pull it out and do magic on it. That's what this bit's about. They just yank that. They yank the soul out of your body and they just like fiddle with it and then they put it back. And that fixes things apparently. It's like, well, alright. Interesting decision. Each soul is bound to a single host. But can, with this bond only severed, can't spell, only severed by death or the use of necromancy. A lot of links in there. Because of the use of magic, each soul is bound to a single host. Host abundantly severed by death or use of necromancy. I can't talk about the gravity thing because that's kind of funky. And this does kind of mean I'm talking about ghosts now because souls are kind of ghosts. So that's always a bit weird too. I have to mention the ghost thing at some point. That can come up in the uses or something. Method of use of necromancy. The soul is what enables a person to use magic. Is either being a what did I say about it? It's in the other one. A physical manifestation, a reaction, or something summoned. I might leave that in magic. Maybe I won't explain that bit. I don't have to re-explain it. That's relevant to magic. Yeah. Somehow. Oof. Use magic. But he is not always Capable of doing so. I'm gonna do a cheeky link here. Do a cheeky link here to an article about not being able to do magic, because that seemed relevant to me. So... I'm capable of doing so. Okay. Though souls are not physical objects, they can be seen. In certain... Well, it's just a necromancy thing. Can be seen through the use of certain spells. Souls currently bound to a body resemble small glowing orbs of varying colors, possibly favoring specific colors per individual. Souls not bound or otherwise in transit. Dang it all, I'm noticing that oh no, not the BB code. I wish the word count didn't count BB code, but I'm also glad it does, because oh boy. But yeah, you might have to add a bit more. But you have time, luckily, because you have, what, we have a little less than 30 hours. There's plenty of time to add an extra paragraph in somewhere to help cover it up. And I might need to do that at some point tomorrow. Because I know which articles are doing, which are at risk. Which is the divided stars of the smuggler's knot is, oh no, that's bad. And then, oh, carriages, also not good. The forest, oh no, I'm gonna have to go through a bunch of them. I'm gonna have to go fix. I'm gonna have to go check a couple articles, make sure they actually have word counts. I really do my best thinking in the morning. My entire cosmology is finally coalesced. Hell yeah! You sort out that cosmology. That's the good stuff. I do the opposite. I do my best thinking at about 3 a.m. in the morning. When I'm supposed to be asleep, I will sit in bed and I will just chat to myself. And eventually I will just, I got it. And then I have to make a note and then I have to go to bed. To eventually fall asleep. I do most of my rambling at bad hours of the day. Yeah. It is definitely good to double check the BB code, like the word counts without it. Which is why I've been using the word counts purely off the BB code because I don't want to have to do math. But it does tell me which ones are at risk because I'm just like, okay, if I assume, if I assume that it's 100 words of BB code, it probably isn't. There is risk. And it doesn't help that in each article, I put the prompt in at the bottom. So this one actually is, I actually really need to go fix the Smuggler's Knot article because that might not have enough words. And now I'm scared. I have to know now. I have to check how many words the Smuggler's Knot is because it's probably not enough. And I didn't have any ideas for it. I'm checking now. I mean, maybe it is technically 3 a.m. in the evening. Maybe that's actually more accurate to how 3 a.m. feels. Oh, thank God. Whew. Okay, we're good. We're good? I got it. Even if I remove that, I've got it. We're okay. Okay, so that means all of them are good. Because that was the smallest article, so all of my articles should have enough words. I never went too close. I wish I could put 100 words extra over top. Yeah, the only bad thing is that I want to write it all down now. I was planning on being, yeah, that I understand that completely. I always have that problem. Between the major events, I usually won't write a whole lot because I'll be trying to save ideas in case I can do an article for them. So there's like, there's a huge article I need to write at some point about the Central War, and unless there is a war, unless the September challenge is a military conflict, I'm not gonna use it until World Ember, and then I'm gonna dedicate like 4,000 words just to that war, because I'm gonna have a ball and time with that one. And then all the good thoughts when I'm about to come and fall asleep. Yeah. You don't take the heads which is supplied. Right, yeah. Always good to be careful. Yeah. So it's only small amounts, which is good, because it's like a sentence or two to fix that. Hopefully. And then best wants some 10 minutes after the first sip of coffee. Hell yeah. Get that zap in the brain, and then you go. As in transit. Do I want to describe it as in transit? Because I know exactly what I mean by this. But that's not going to make a whole lot of sense otherwise. I shouldn't describe it like that. So souls that are not bound. Actually, no, souls not bound. Or bound or otherwise unattached. Attached. Will resemble ghosts. Flickering, faded figures. Flickering and floating figures. Everyone's wanting. I'll get 30,000 out of the cosmology alone. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That better be multiple articles. I better not see a 30k article. Or I will cry. Demetrius will cry. We'll all cry if we see a 30k article again. Because everyone's gonna look at it like, something's wrong. That's always the thing. Because we've had people try to cheat World Ember a lot. People love to try and cheat World Ember. And what they'll do is in the first like 3 hours, they'll copy an entire wiki and they'll paste it into a single article. But you can see their word count because there's like a leaderboard that updates. And so it'll say, you know, random knob, 30k, and everyone's like, what? And you can go in and you can check it. And it'll say one article, 30k, and everyone goes, no. Disqualified. Get out. You're a liar and a fraud. Everything you stand for is a lie. You split that article up. You do not put 30k in a single article. 6k, that's gotta be the ceiling. If it's any bigger than 6k. Oh, you sweet summer child. You sweet summer child. People love to try and cheat. People love to do it. I think it happens somewhat less with summer camp because of like, it's a bit harder to try and cheat summer camp. Well, maybe that, because you do have to answer the prompts, and if they pull up one of your articles as just lorem ipsums the whole way, it's like, well, okay, no. But because World Ember is word count based, it is very easy to quickly rack up a huge word count. It's called cheating. And so people love to try it, because if you get many word, you get prizes, or you get into raffle for prizes. And it's like, no, stop. Stop it. It's funny. It's always really funny when it happens. But they're usually people that no one's heard of, like just complete randoms. Will just rock up and be like, here's a single article that is very obviously copy-pasted from a wiki of some kind, or like my entire Google Doc just thrown into a single article. And it's like, yeah, nah, dude. Nah. Get out of here with that. Split it up. Someone did copy an entire, like, actual Wikipedia. That was fun. Someone did enter a article for one of the prompts this year that was literally just a copy paste of a random like German train station. And I'm like, but why? For what purpose? I don't get it. And top-down world builder. If the gods are created, yeah, that's definitely a way to go about it. I think I'm a bottom up by virtue of the fact that most of my worlds start with a story, like a story in mind. Like T.U. Amara started with a singular story concept of like specific characters doing specific things, and then I built the entire world around it, and then it exploded from there. But it did start as bottom up. I've never done top down because it usually doesn't work. Somehow something goes wrong. I'm not motivated. How do you think about people finishing the 3 diamond prompts during the reveal? Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. Like, I can write 300 words pretty quickly if I know what I'm doing. And some people may have genuinely been able to write 300 words that made sense about an idea they knew about during that time. I can if you manage to finish like the material prompt during the reveal stream, fair. It was revealed like 10 minutes in, and then it's 300 words. It's not complicated to get that. If you do all 3 in the 50 minutes or so, or less, I suppose it doesn't matter as long as if it doesn't matter unless you get drawn for the raffle. Because if you get drawn for the raffle for the prizes, they'll check all your articles just to make sure you're not cheating. And if they find that all of your articles are pretty much just word vomit, like stream of consciousness, like completely, like there's no structure of any kind, it's just a huge paragraph of bleh, then they might go, But I don't know, because I'm not one of the like moderators of that. I don't do any of the adjudicating. I'm just here. I'm uninformed about the things. People wanting to be first is a little bit weird. I'm like, I want to make good stuff, mostly. Yeah. Since you're writing a novel, yeah. You need to work from a slightly different angle of it. And story-based, then work out the details. Yeah. That's usually the sort of way that I go about it, until the setting ballooned. Something happened to T.U. Amara, and now there's 2 halves of it, and I'm just like, what happened? Where did I go wrong? So I have like the bottom up setting and then the top downy setting, and I'm like, okay, this is one world. Okay, this works. So Thrasen's been fun to world build in because it's slightly different, but only slightly. Yeah. If it's just word vomit, the only people that will suffer is themselves later. Yeah. I guess that's part of the idea, is like, you want to make something that will be useful to you and that you're proud of. You know, and have like something. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect, obviously. We don't have enough time for that. But it should be something worthwhile in some way, useful, you know, enjoyable. And if it's just words for the sake of words with no anything there, it's like, okay, you're just cheating yourself, I feel like. I don't know. It's all complicated. Where was I? World building was supposed to be happening. God. If your world is summer camp and your articles don't need to have any connection to each other or a large coherent thing, then yeah. If there's no connection to anything, 300 words, pretty easy. But if you do want to try and connect things and have it be coherent, then yeah, it's more complicated that way. Especially if you've been working on it for a while. Because my world is nearly 2 years old, so I've already written about a bunch of like fundamental concepts, like portals. I already wrote about the portals because they were a fundamental thing that needed to be discussed. So I had to get there eventually. But, you know. And yeah, if they're having fun, it doesn't matter. That's true. If they're having fun and it's helpful for them in some way, fuck it. You know, I guess fuck it. They can do it. I'm not going to stop them. I have no ability to stop somebody from writing an article very quickly during the 50 minutes of stream. That's their responsibility. They can do whatever they want with that. I don't want to be judgmental. I don't want to be like prescriptive world building, because prescriptivism is my nemesis. I hate it. So I guess I shouldn't judge people doing it quickly. You know, just you can write whatever. You can have it be disconnected. It sort of goes against the spirit of world building and of the competition, which was intended to help you connect some things and like fill in stuff. But at the end of the day, what you put out there is that's what you want to do. And if you decide that you just want to write a bunch of articles that don't really connect, fair enough. I want to write about random shit too sometimes. It takes all of my like conscious restraint to not set up a world called dump and just write anything that comes to mind in there. Because I know some people do have like worlds for random ideas that they can't use. It takes all of my restraint to not do that, because I know then I'll spend like 3 months making the CSS for it, then I'll lose my marbles. And then you're praying for the rain to restart so the assholes across the street and the lawnmower will go away. Oh no. They're doing roadworks in my street next week, and I'm just like, oh good. Excellent. I love roadworks. I love when we can't leave the house double time because you're redoing the tarmac. I'm like, ah shit. And knowing our luck, they will do the roadworks. Because like if they do the roadworks, we literally can't leave. Because if we're in a court, we can't leave. If they're blocking the entrance, like if the tarmac, you can't drive on it, you can't get out. So knowing our luck, what they'll do is we won't leave the house for a week by road. And then on the day we go to get groceries, they'll be doing roadworks right outside our driveway. So if they're doing roadworks on that day, you guys will know. Y'all will know. Because I will complain about it. Because they'll be like, we couldn't get groceries until 6 p.m. because we were ready for the tarmac to dry. No. But at least the road's being redone. That's something. It wasn't in a bad condition. There's no potholes, but hey, fix it before it break. Fix it before it broke. Some not bound unless touch will resemble ghosts. No, they are ghosts. An unbound soul is a ghost. They don't resemble ghosts. They are ghosts. Will appear as ghosts. Flickering and floating figures. Okay, yeah. Maybe next year we should all create words called word vomit and just spew articles. I could work with that. That, or I just need to make a setting that's not fantasy, because then I can work with something. Because that would make my life easier. Like, for this material prompt, if I had a sci-fi setting, shit. God, I could write about like rocket fuel or something. I'm just like, wow, so many opportunities. Instead, I'm stuck in a setting that I don't have any room for. I was like, no. God, I'm gonna end up making a sci-fi setting, aren't I? Oh shit. I need to have a dream about a sci-fi setting and then just go in. That's all I need. I need one dream, and then we're going. Hit time. Oh, congrats on hitting diamond, Katoy Poi. And you're taking the opportunity to write all the random stuff and a chance to work on this month. That is a good way to do it, yeah. Once you finish, you just... time to go. Because people will be making stubs the whole way. And so now it's like, I can go fill in all those stubs that I made. Which I'm not going to have time for. I'm going to be leaving stub clearance for August. Some of my August streams will be stub clearance. I'll be like, hey, guess what? More articles. More article time. Ooh, a dessert world. Ooh. Fancy and sweet. Let's hit Diamond 2 and then going and editing an art quest. Oh god, art quest. I've got a lot of art I need to get for this, don't I? Yeah. Oh dear. There is many article have no good cover. I need to get scepter and I don't know. Oh god. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh, this one doesn't even have one. Oh shit. I'm gonna have to go do that at some point. It reminds me, I need to do the cover for this. We'll use. That's not gonna help me. That's not gonna help. That's not the one. There we go. That's the one. I wrote in cover like a. Oh no. Or a world that parodies the word vomiters. A world in which there is like maybe a condition that makes you just vomit words. Just boom. We've done it. We have a condition. We've got it set up. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. At least a month of oh god, maps. I still need to remake one of my old maps. I'm not looking forward to that. And then I was gonna I edited a map because I had to fix my map because my friend pointed out that the way that river deltas work means that the way my map looked was incorrect. And I went, oh, okay. And so I added the bit in and I fixed some hills and then I just didn't upload it because I don't want to have to go through and fix all of the country maps that I made. Because I made like Wikipedia world maps where like everything is grey except for the country which is green. I made all of those for a bunch of the countries, and I'm gonna have to remake them. Because now the world, like the land map is different, and I'm like, oh no. Oh no. So I have to do that. I'm just like, I'm doing that later. Maybe that's just an August day. Just an August. I'll just take a stream in August and be like, hey everybody, it's map day. I'm not drawing any maps, I'm just fixing them. New product figures. Yeah. You need to remake all your maps in that style as well. Yeah. I do like the Wikipedia map style. I need to fix a couple of them in general too, because they don't work as well as they should. And then I probably need to make a zoomed in version, because I think a couple of them are really small. Like the countries, and I'm like, oh no, how are you going to tell? Oh dear. I'm glad I hadn't gone to the island nations yet, because those are going to be a absolute bastard to do. And, oh, the words take physical form, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Maybe go for like a comic-y style world. Like how, what was it? Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Like, I think it's the book version of it. The toons literally speak in text bubbles. We do that. And then you have a condition called word vomit, where they literally it just goes. There's just a bunch of text bubbles. It's not a good time. That's why it's a condition. That's why it's not good. Things go badly. Yeah, you're already building RPG adventure modules, you need maps. Everybody needs maps. Everybody loves maps. We need Deos immediately. Well, I don't. I use Photoshop, but Deos. Deos is required. Properties and physical. They can be seen. What they look like. So that's the aesthetic of them. What else do I need for the properties? I think I need... Maybe I don't need more. Maybe that'll do for now. Look about the history, which I don't know what to do for that. History is a bit weird. Because the soul has always existed. There is always a soul. History. The soul was one of the first things, and thus the world. I don't know. I don't know. Think about the knowledge of them. Like the research of it. Nah. You do it 50 more words. You can do it! We can do it. We can get those words. History. Souls. I'm gonna overuse the word soul. Have existed since time immemorial. But mortal ability to perceive and manipulate them is far younger. Exact dates are impossible to come by. And it varies between continents as to when and how human humans came to know about them. They served as their discoveries served as the catalyst for magical use throughout the Armada. Their discovery. It's not their discovery. I think it's their discoveries, right? Yeah. The discovery of. No, there's no plural now. There's no possessive. It's just their discovery served. Grammar is hard. Grammar is difficult. And I hate the apostrophe S because it never makes sense. And I always get very, 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 very confused by it. Like, what does it mean? Why does it do that? Why is the possessive written one way that is identical to a contraction which is different to the possessive in a different... I'm like, what is happening? Who did this? Why is the Saxon genitive like this? Why does it cause me physical agony? Agony. Physical agony. Curse you, Anglo-Saxon! You... pain in the butt language. You did this. You caused this. Now every time I have to read a sentence like, am I using it correctly? Why? Why is the genitive like this? Yeah. Oh god. Language is hard. Use throughout to you, Amara. Building and breaking countries. Advanced use of souls came about after the collision again. The collision is probably like the most linked article in this world because it's just mentions a lot. It's always with the collision. It's. Yeah. Well, yes. It is about that. Because, like, the way that you mark, I think it's possession. Like, you mark it the same way you mark a plural. So it's just S at the end. Sometimes, but not for when you do words, like noun, like some like proper nouns, you use a Saxon genitive. Yeah. So like it's possessive, and then it is its. Like, but the thing is that when you do like it's Isaac's stream, you use apostrophe S, and so the fact that apostrophe S is also is in the contraction confuses the ever-loving shit out of me. Like, I remember being taught this. I vividly remember being in, like, 2nd grade or something and being taught the difference between its and its. And it has never sunk in. It doesn't click because it's not good. We don't do it good. Which is why the internet is good, because then we can just put, like, Isaac's, and we can just, that's it. And now it's consistent, because now the possessive has no apostrophe in it. We banish the Saxon genitive to the depths of hell, where it belongs, so it stops confusing poor people. I'm suffering. I suffer for the existence of the Saxon genitive. I'm positive I'm talking about the right thing, right? That is the Saxon genitive? Yeah! This motherfucker. This pain in the ass is absolute mad lad of a feature. Because it'd be different sometimes. I'm just like, what is happening? No? Hold on. Yeah, so like when it's noun phrases, it do that, and then sometime it not. And I'm just like, what? Ah! I get confused. Words are hard. I wasn't that good at English growing up. I was good at French, apparently. I don't know anything about language. Oh, I came after the collision. Yeah, I'm forgetting that. Yeah, I have to go back and check all the time, and there are doubtless constant bits in my articles where I've used them wrong because my brain just went, yeah, apostrophe S is the possessive because you use it for nouns, and I'm like, okay, cool. And I've just done it, and then I'm like, wait, no. Yeah, words, exactly. Words are hard. That's also a very good emote. God, that is an excellent emote. The collision. As the merger of two planes of reality brought the how do I describe this? Yeah, James versus James. Yeah, something like that as well. That stuff's, yeah, James's. James's. Like, what? Oh no. Oh no. Not again. This is why we should go back to calling all people called James Jacob. Just call them all Jacob. We have no problem if we return to the old ways and call them Jacob. Jacob. We fixed the problem. We have no zizzes. That was the same reason I didn't use the word topaz at some point, because it was topazes. Like, that's the plural, and I'm like, oh no. Oof. Oof. I don't like that. Sound weird when do that. Topazes. Really. Pagans brought elves and their expertise. Tutti amata. Yeah. James is the possessive or James. Yes. Well, yes. It is. We're not supposed to do the double up. It even says it in here, doesn't it? Yeah. But most say you should not include the second S in James. Jesus is. Are we doing a Yaldiv thing here? I will not have buffalo in my chat. We're not gonna go all funky on that. That said, you can have Jameses with like an E, because you're talking about multiple James. They can be plural of James. And then now I'm even more confused. Yeah, Jameses is the plural of James. But James is the possessive of James, and now we're at the same problem. And then you can have Jameses. You can have Jameses. And that just breaks my brain. And suddenly I cannot function. Brain go poof. No function no more. American image. Oh, it does? I was going based off the Wikipedia. I was going purely off this. I'm pretty sure I was taught not to do the double S. You're not supposed to, I was told. But there's an entire section. There's an entire section on the apostrophe S. Oh. Ugh. Oof. Yeah. Oof. Stuff rough. Yeah, states it with Charles's. Yes, it does, yeah. So it has it, and then it does say some people don't use it, but it's, you know. I'd probably put it just to be crystal clear, so that you don't assume that my, like, cause that would be, like, in old printing text, right? Like, when you, like, print books, there are, I have multiple books, like, older, like classic books, where there are just marks everywhere, because of, like, how the printing worked, or, like, the style they've used, or the fact that they had to scan the original and then just reprint it. And so there's all these marks in these old books, and so if I was using, like, if I was typewriting, I would use James's and I would put the S in, just to be explicit that it is not a mistake. I would be worried otherwise. It's usually not awful, but for some books it's just like, what happened to the page here? Why are there, like, just a bunch of marks on the page? I mean, I was taught the Queen's English too, but I don't remember nothing. I haven't done an English class since 2017. I don't know nothing. I did not do well in Year 12 English, let me promise you that. That was me like, okay, I have to do a class, alright. And it always makes me sad, because I remember in like 2014 or something, I did an exercise like for English, because the people in class were watching Shawshank Redemption, but I didn't want to watch it because I don't like movies. So I just didn't watch it, and so instead I was in the library doing an exercise, and I submitted it to a different teacher to mark. She was marking everyone who didn't watch The Shawshank Redemption for whatever reason. Some kids didn't watch it because they were too young, I think, but it was mostly just me being a weirdo. And she was like, A+, please do English literature. you did really well in this little assignment. Do English literature. And I did English lit in year 11, and I hated it. Just absolutely hated it. And I'm like, I'm sorry, miss. You had such high hopes for me, but I got like a B, a C. And then I just went, I'm out. See you, miss. I'm good. I'm gonna go do something else with my time. Like doing double math in year 12. Instead of doing English again. Yeah. Catholic nuns in elementary school. No. You're not allowed to. No apostrophe S for James's. Oof. It does look kind of bad. But for clarity, I would use it, but only if I had to. Like in digital text, you don't need to add the S for that. If it's printed text, you might. I studied Romeo and Juliet for English. I fell asleep. Yeah. I think I did Romeo and Juliet for normal English. I don't think I did any Shakespeare for English literature, actually. We did Shakespeare in normal English. Because we did Romeo and Juliet, and we watched the old version with the Romeo who looks like Troy Bolton, and the girl who is extremely underage and makes everything really, really awkward by knowing that fact. So we watched that movie of it, and that was not a, like, the movie is fine, but it just makes me uncomfortable. I'm like, she's like 16. This isn't good. This is not a good time. No thanks. And then for year 11, I think we did Macbeth. Yeah, that version. I wish they'd made us watch the Baz Luhrmann video, the version. The one with Leonardo DiCaprio, just because I have a soft spot for that version because it's so silly, but it's fun. I have fun watching them be weird with their guns called swords. Like, that's the kind of shit that I'm just like, you beautiful bastard. You just mwah. Yeah, you found an article you need to expand on. Brilliant. Yeah. Expand on all the articles. I need to go back and fix a couple because I made changes. Yeah. Well, yeah, the reality back in the time of Fair Verona where we lay our scene, she probably was 16. And so was he. Like, they were both like teens. And that's fine. That's okay. That's a historical fact. The bit that makes it uncomfortable is that it's a film made in the latter half of the 20th century, starring Romeo, who I'm pretty sure is like 20, and a Juliet who is like maybe 17, and she spends like 90% of that movie with her tits like barely in her shirt. And I'm just like, this is not a good time. This is not how you should be doing this. Can you not? Like, if she's okay with it, sure. But I'm not comfortable. So it's always really awkward because you can't not notice it. And then as soon as you find out she's underage, it makes everything, like every scene she's in, just a mild nightmare of she's underage. This is not cool. I don't like this. This is why we watched the Leonardo DiCaprio version, because I'm pretty sure they're both like 24. And I'm like, this is fine. I don't care anymore. You're both adults. You can do whatever you want now. I haven't seen the old version in ages though, so maybe I'm misremembering how old she was. It was definitely mentioned in the class, and we're all like, The only bit that saves that version is the fact that Romeo looks like Zac Efron from High School Musical, because that's just funny. Because he just looks like him, and I'm like, hey, basketball boy, what are you doing? We're here again? Okay. Excellent. God. This partnership. Article writing! I remember there's an article that I'm writing. Oh god. This partnership for fruit in the form of... Well, actually, no, that's nothing to do with souls, really. Because I'm not writing about magic, I'm writing about souls, which are used for magic. The multitude of research done on souls and the barrier between worlds in its aftermath. Was it historically accurate clothing? Was it? Was it? I mean... Ooh. What time is Romeo and Juliet again? To Italy? Did 16th century Italy just have their tits out the whole time? I didn't think that was how Italy did, but maybe Italy did do. I don't know. I think there is something a responsibility for people doing historical reenactments to go, okay, you need to account for the fact that while it may have been okay in the time period, you're not showing this film to someone from 15th century Italy or whatever. You're showing it to someone in 21st century wherever. And you need to account for that in some way. And again, we have actors playing down their ages all the time. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, everyone in High School Musical 1 was, like, 22. Like, no teenager plays a teen on TV. So, she didn't have to be 16. Is all I'm saying. That's the main bit. That's it. If 15th century Italy had their tits out, that's fine. But she's a minor. That's it. That's all it was. What was... I need to... Romeo and Juliet. Hold on. Which specific film is this? For Shakespeare's time. Which specific movie was this? I remember now. Not Plus Juliet. Plus Juliet was fun. It's the other one. 68? 68. Here we go. Here it is. Give me the Wikipedia page. Yeah. Yeah, because they weren't teenagers in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so it's like, okay, she's an adult. It's fine. The character is young, but the actress is not. And to an extent, that makes it less bad. I'm less uncomfortable if you do that. So I think it's in cast. So yeah, she was 16. 16. She was 16. I was like, no. No. Please, God. And then this dude's like, how old is he? 68? How many years is this? Hold on. Let me do math. He was, okay, he was 18. Okay. Okay. You know what? Okay. It's still uncomfortable to watch. Because God. It's rough. Maybe I should stop thinking about it. Yeah. Yeah, in the time period. But again, that's the thing, is that it's okay if the character is 16. The character can be 16. Again, we have like 25-year-olds who play 16-year-olds in film because it's not super ethical to get kids to act sometimes. So you get adults to do it. So you can cast down. You can have a young character played by an older actor. I don't know. It's not a good movie anyway. It's not something I should get hung up on, because all I remember is just being uncomfortable the whole time in class. So it's just like, okay, so I've just read Romeo and Juliet, and it was fine. Like, it's okay as a play. It's fine. I hate the characters because I think they're both just horny teen fools. So, you know, whatever. It is what it is. I'd rather be reading like Hamlet or something, but okay, let's read Romeo and Juliet. But then we have to watch a film version of it from the 60s, starring a minor, and I'm like, not feeling it. Not boring, and I'm not feeling it. So it was a rough day in class, offset by the fact that later, like, we probably got to watch something fun at some point. Yeah. Hi, Coffee Clown. Sorry you came in at a real weird time where I've forgotten how to do world building and I decided to talk about English assignments instead. Oh boy. Macbeth was better. I've decided. Macbeth was better. I will make this stance. Macbeth is a far better story to read. Just because at least there's like something happens. People fight. I have fun. We didn't get to watch a Macbeth film though, which sucks. Like, we had to read Romeo and Juliet and then watch it, but we didn't get to watch Macbeth. I'm devastated now. In hindsight, I'm furious. Why didn't we get to watch Macbeth? God damn it. Why do they make us watch all the shit films? Ugh. Like, I already don't love film, but then they make us watch all the shit films. The Hawaiian shirt version rules. The Hawaiian shirt version rules. That's Romeo plus Juliet from the 90s starring Leonardo DiCaprio. And it owns. I love that film. That's a fun film. Because at the very least, even if you don't like the core story of Romeo and Juliet, because you think that the characters are absolute pains and like just don't know what they're doing, they're just being silly, nonsensical teenagers, you can enjoy the fact that they're running around with guns called swords and wearing Hawaiian shirts. You can have fun in the absurdity of it. I can have fun somehow. But I'd already seen that, so maybe it was for the best that we watched a different version, so that I'm like, something different. And yeah, everyone's dead. Everybody's dead, except for like 2 people at the end. You have 1 article, we need to add 1 word. Oh, no. Devastating. Damn. Secret behind portals. Portals. Actually, wait, hold on. So, led to the development of necromancy, and later the creation of portals. Baby. You saw Macbeth in high school. Rude. We read it aloud in class, at least. Like, we all sat in class and we each had our copy of the book, and so we'd have different lines, or we'd have different sections. I don't remember which character I had to read for. I think I had to read for Lady Macbeth at some point, which was fun. Like, we didn't read for, like, it was mostly, like, random passages. Like, I don't think I did, like, her big monologue or anything. But I'm pretty sure I had to read a passage for Lady Macbeth, and I was like, okay. Neat. That was fun. The main thing that came out of that was that the guy sitting next to me read for Macbeth at one point, so we had a brief back and forth, and then because of that we became friends. That was... High school was weird, man. Weird stuff happens in high school. Vision of Portals. Is that the end for history? No, because there's the merfolk. I need to mention the merfolk as well. Ugh. Well, do I? Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't want to. Maybe I don't want to mention the merfolk because I don't want to have to figure that out. Yes, it'll place the preposition in the quote. It's on it. You figured it out. How long is the article? Oh god. It's not going to be long. Right, in the 90s, yeah. Only version, yeah. It's not bad. Romeo plus Juliet is fine. It's fine. I like it. I like it. There's also, oh god, I watched an anime version of it, which was Romeo x Juliet, because that's so different, isn't it? I watched Romeo x Juliet, and all I remember from it, well, I say all I remember most of it actually, even though I didn't see all of it. The basic plot was Verona was an island in the sky. Juliet's entire family had been murdered by the dudes what do the thing. I've forgotten his name. Shit. Because she's Juliet Capulet. Montague. No? Wait. Yeah. Romeo Montague? Sure. Whatever. One of the families was hella dead. And then she was a vigilante, pretending to be a dude, because it's anime, so of course she is. Runs into Romeo. I think she saves his life at one point. They become friends, they start dating, and then he had a Pegasus at some point, like he had a Pegasus that he would fly around, that owned, and then, at the end of the series, I think they both die in a tree. And I'm like, okay. Ah! The raid! Hi, Harold's Table! Hello! Thank you for the follow. Sorry, you've come at Shakespeare time. For I've forgotten how to world build, and it's just been talking about Romeo and Juliet now. And an out damn spot. Will these hands ne'er be clean? Ugh. Morning, you songbird! Hello! I need to finish this article. There's 3 whole prompts, and I've gotten maybe nearly 1 done. It's not a raid as much as a sneak attack. I mean, I noticed you come in, but I was going, I need to... If I don't finish the thing, I'm gonna forget. Yeah. Nothing wrong with it just being just you. Everyone is welcome. Yeah, it was the Capulets and the Montagues, but I couldn't remember which one was which. So I was like, I'm pretty sure Juliet Capulet, Romeo Montague. Because I'm pretty sure all the Capulets were hella dead in Romeo x Juliet, except for, of course, I've forgotten his name. The Tyrone? No, his name is not Tyrone. His name is not Tyrone. I don't remember his name. Juliet's cousin. She was there. He was there. He was present. He was alive. He was trying to kill all the Montagues. It was great. It was a very weird anime. Anime is weird. I never even finished it. Yeah. From the dash being under the lash. Oh god. I was up until 2 AM processing a 6-hour board meeting. Oof. Goddamn. On the coast showed me a soul, you know. Said a spell that made his eyes glow. Made our eyes glow. And then fessed it up. All these strange floating figures hovered above us. looking just like people, but with glowing orbs at their centers. If I saw... Oh. And there you go, that is a quote. Might be amused that Darth Nicholas's raid call yesterday was, "Why aren't you writing?" Oh no. I'm glad that Darth wasn't shaming to raid me, because I wouldn't have an excuse. Like, ah, shit. Why aren't I writing? Good question. I think I saw Mom, and this is, let's switch it up. We'll have something different. We'll say it's a, Tila Dinoa. Man. Oh. That is a quote. Boom. And then I have space for uses where I can talk about catalysts. Baby. Yeah, freedom is unlocked with the 33rd submission. Oh no. We all have to hurry. You must be free. Flee the jail. Be free. He says, souls are the source of all magic and act as its fuel source. It's no apostrophe. It's. Ah. Oh, thank you for the follow, Zug, my dog. How are you? All jazzed and ready to go for your 24-hour stream in 4 hours? I don't know why I checked my wrist. I have no watch. Fuel source. They can also, as such, souls are what? Are placed into catalysts. I'm never up early enough to watch this stream. Yeah, the time zones are rough on that. And you're just up and probably won't die. That's all it needs to be, isn't it? You're jazzed and you probably won't die. That's all we can really ask. We can all really ask of it. Here's magic catalyst. Here's the magic catalyst. Allowing them to be withdrawn at a moment. We just had a discussion. Moment's notice. Notice. To fuel spells. What else? This is. That's a good goal. Don't die. That's the main goal. Main goal. Don't die. Secondary goal. Have fun. Third goal. Win. Maybe not in that order. I think it should be in that order though. Don't die. Have fun. Win. It's your first thought upon waking up. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's fair. What do I want for the uses? What is it used for? Mostly just used for magic. Souls can also be directly manipulated to for other purposes. Yeah, explosions. Powerful necromancers may manipulate. It may place souls into dead bodies to reanimate them. Using these zombies as workers or warriors. Is there a base? Is there a base? Oh no. Is it the now I'm worried that the fan's loud. Yeah, but whoever has the most stuff when they die is the winner, right? Right. Yeah. It's probably the fan. And I'm on silent mode too. My computer is on the quietest mode that it can be. So if the fan goes, the fan goes. I can't actually stop it, and I wouldn't want to. I want it to not get full of dust and heat. Others may steal souls from the living. No, I was in the song. Oh, okay. I have this song. I have the volume down really quiet because I can't concentrate otherwise. So you guys can actually hear the music better than I can. So if there's bass, I can't hear no bass. It sort of cuts out at some point. Yeah, and you don't hear the bass on the iPhone. That too. My headphones aren't great. Actually, these headphones are fine. I did have to super glue them to fix them, but they do function quite well. Which is weird, because I got them for free in my PS4 box. But god. Good headphones. These are the only ones that have lasted me longer than like 4 months. Aside from the Bluetooth headset. That lasted like 2 years. That was a good one. I may steal souls from the living. Maybe that doesn't need, maybe I don't need to actually, maybe just go with that. That might be enough for the uses, just talking about that. It's not long, but I don't have a lot to say about souls. I do not have a image for them, do I? Oh no, I got one. I've got one. It's okay. I know what I'll do. Use that bad boy. Yeah. God damn it. Ugh. The autosave does not like me doing that. That is one thing I've noticed about the autosave, is it doesn't actually save when you do the square back bracket to pull up an image. What it'll save is it'll save the square bracket magic. It won't save the image code. And so you have to edit something else to make it go bwah. But now I have that in there, which is good. That's good. Here's my, close my spell check. Ugh. This is also my word count check. Right. Okay. I have misspelt the word perceive. No, it's single word. Actually, no, you added the before it. That's why it's a problem. It is perceive. Where's the word? Where did I put the word perceive? History. Okay. These are both history things. Perceive. Not before except up to 6, except every other time when it's not. And souls and the barrier between worlds. And that should be spelling, which means, fingers crossed, bang, done it. That is an article. That is an article. Save. Oh, I need to switch from draft. Damn it. Ugh, there's a process now. I have to publish, refresh, open tools. Source of fuel and power. Bam. It do the thing. And the metadata is a full over 100 words longer. Wow. Woof. Oof, baby. Words are hard. Oof. So that is, I read about soul. That is a 486. Yeah, boy. That is number 31. Oh, Grant's Walking Dead lover. 26 prompt done. You've only got 7 more to go. Or 4 if you're just going for gold. But I like the diamond badge, so I want the diamond badge. Such a pretty badge over that way. That direction. The badge is over there. That diamond badge. Very shiny. So normally what I would do is I would take the last, like if I finished a prompt, I'd take the last half hour or so of stream to do shares, but there's 3 prompts to do. So I should just get to work on the next one. Which will be good, because I actually know what I want to write for these ones. Because I actually know about them. We need the shiny shiny. Yeah. We need that good oh, I need to do the categorization too. Yeah. Diamond, my diamond. The diamond badge is very nice looking. That is, I think, it's going to sound extremely petty as a thing to complain about. But I don't like how the gold badge looks. I don't like how it's colored. Like, I don't know, it just looks yellow. But this, oh baby, oh, it glows. It glistens. Ooh. Mwah. That said, I do have a gold badge from the first year that's actually quite nice looking. Like, I have a nostalgia for the old badges, but I just like I like the colors. I really like the colors of the first year gold badge. It does look a bit similar to the bronze one, I guess, so maybe that's why we changed it. But like, I want the diamond one. It just looks way shinier than that. So we gotta have the diamond. We have to hit 33. Okay, which one do we want to do? Let's do Hoofons. I will not finish the Hoofons article in half an hour, but I will begin it. I will begin its process. Things will happen. Yeah, the metadata adds to the BB code, and that's fine. It's easier for me to do the math if I put the metadata one. Oh, I didn't give it an excerpt either. Oops. I'll figure that out later. Yeah. Oh yeah, because the word count doesn't show up in metadata for free users, I don't think. I'm pretty sure that's a guild feature. There's the word count, so I use that word count. So my summer camp tracker says I've written 20,000 words. I've probably written closer to about 1,500. 15,000, sorry. 15,000. 15000. Yes, 15k. I've probably written close to 15k. So, but that's probably a good thing. I don't think I would want to write too much more. Because I wrote 25k last year and that was oh boy. That went. It went. It was not good. And it was a conflict article that got me over the edge, and I was like, I wish I hadn't done that, actually. Oof. Yeah. That's right, Charles. Yeah. True. When the article's big, there's no problem. And all of my articles are over 400 words in BB in the metadata, so I'm fine. But I do check. To make sure. I'm like, please God, we're good? We're good. Yeah. Because the summer camp module will tell you if you're over 300, but it won't tell you anything else. And it's like, oh, okay. Rude. Okay, so we have the Hoofons War, which means I was pulling this up for a reason, because I was going to spell it properly, first of all. Oh boy. I was going to pull up these two, because they're actually important, because they have the information written in them. Okay, so 867, which I might change the date. I might make that longer, but I'll sort that out later. And he died in 55. The war started in 58. She died in 61. It ended in 67. Okay. Alright. Okay. We got it. I definitely understand everything that I just said. Without a doubt. Yeah. Okay, so dates are the worst. We don't talk about them. Especially not with my calendar. Because that's why I added these little bits, because I've put the date in the calendar. The issue is that means nothing. 5 reconciliation means nothing to anyone except for me. So I've added the small to tell you how long ago it was. I need to tell everyone the math every single time I use the dates, because the calendar I use is not good. I have a dedicated converter for it. Yeah. Yeah, pretty standard. Yeah. Well, my word count also gets boosted because I have the prompt at the bottom of the article as well, so I have a lot of dud articles. I have a lot of, not dud articles, dud words in the metadata, but that's fine. It doesn't bother me. So, Zokin V dies 55 disc. War start 57 disc. Right? Correct? Days. Yes? $58. Oh, I'm thinking of the wrong calendar again. Damn it! Ugh. I want timelines fixed so bad. Lee dies. 61 disc. And War End 67 disc. I didn't have to include that. And then I need to basically go Azokin, Big Dad, Lee. Oh no, I had this listed. I've write it all down. So there's, so Shirty, first wife, music, who's her son? Son is Viking. Shuri's kid, eldest son. Lee, second wife. His name's Uchla. What's his name? His name is Uchla. Okay. Lee's kid. Younger son. Ah! Okay. That's my issue with summer camp data. Yeah. It's unfortunate that works. They shouldn't. I don't think they would, because I think they would understand that if you were able to submit it, especially if you're a Freeman member, they would understand that it's not really your fault if you just went, oh, okay, I'm over 300 words because I said I was, and didn't check. So I think you would have some leeway on that, I would assume. Especially if you're using the editor that doesn't show BB code, like if you're using the WYSIWYG, it'd be like, you didn't even know that there were, like, dud words in there. So it's not really your fault at that point. And yeah, Big Dad. Azokin the 5th, Big Dad. He Big Dad. That's all he is. He wasn't even that big or that old. I have a chart. Hold on. Let's go find the chart. Where's the chart? Where did I put it? Here it is. Yeah, yeah, just for prize winners. Which could be anyone if you hit a badge mark. Okay, so we want... Here we go. Okay, I didn't give him an age. Okay. Cool. That does not help me. That is not actually helpful. It might have been nice to know how old he was. And also, is that date even correct? Oh no. We're entering math time. It's math time, everybody. Is 134 the date that I said it was? It is. Hold on a minute. Hold on a second, buddy. Hold your horses there, bud. That's not the correct date. Fuck. Oh, shit. Ah, shit. No. How did I get that wrong? How did I confuse that date? What? The fuck? How did that happen? How are these numbers so incorrect? What did I do to it? Jesus, okay. Alright, well, shit, dude. This sucks. Luckily, it can be fixed by, like, deleting 2 kids. Like, if I just delete Nika the 16th and Harvest the 2nd, and also, like, I don't know, I can delete a couple of them. I can delete a couple of Grandies to fix the date, because then it's just like, just everyone shifts down. But that is really far off, and I don't totally understand how that happened. Am I using different dates and something? Ibzu fonts. 67. Okay. Christy fonts. 67. So yeah. How did I get 5? Why did I do 5? What? What happened? Why are my calendars so... What? Jesus. Okay. Alright. Cool. Alright, well, I have no idea how old he is. He could be any old. He's probably in his 30s. It's fine. I think I said so. No, just sided with his eldest kid. Doesn't say how old he was when it happened. I never specified. He's just age. He simply exists. And his kids are like, so how old are his kids supposed to be? They're like 6, aren't they? His eldest son get out of I wish you weren't in the way. The eldest son is supposed to be 8. So Viking is 8 and Uchla is 6. Jesus Christ, alright. We fought an interesting war here, people. Y'all, oof. Let's fight the war of the toddlers, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, so we'll commit to that. We'll say he's like, I don't know, 35? 35 when he died? Sure. We'll do the math on the other one later. And then he's 8 when OV dead. And he's 6 when dead. OV dead. Okay. You got it. This is why military conflicts are not a good prompt to throw in at the last minute. This is why bad things happen. It's not. It's all my fault. I don't know how that math got wrong. Oh, shit. I'm gonna have to make a note on that. Hold on. Where's my notes? Ooh, where would I put my notes, actually? What am I saying? I have a notebook. Add this to the notes. Add this to the chaos time. Okay, so this is summer camp chaos, baby. Alright. Fix. False. Grand princess. Dates. No, we don't have until midnight. We have until 7 p.m. GMT on the 1st of August. Yes, a BST, yeah. Is it BST? Sure. We have until the World Amble stream on the 1st. So they're streaming tonight, so they're streaming in about 3-ish, 4-ish hours. But the one after that. The end of Zog, yeah, the end of Zog stream, exactly. We have until the end of Zog stream. Yes, exactly. If it was until midnight, I would be screwed. If it was until midnight that we had, oh, a chaos would occur. So yeah, we have until here. We have 24 hours plus 4. We have 28 hours. But like, if it was until midnight, I would have less than 10 minutes to finish 2 prompts. That wasn't gonna happen. No, buddy. No. Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah, it is BST, isn't it? Yeah. I didn't think about that. I forgot BST was a thing. I forgot it was summertime for y'all. Because I am a sweet winter child. It's the middle of winter. So, nah. Luckily, it's never been based on your... Like, none of the competitions have ever been based on when it hits midnight your time. It's always been based on a random British time, really. Though there was one time where, I think it was World Ember 2018, began at midnight AEST? Or AEDT, sorry, because it was daylight savings. It began at midnight in Australian Eastern Daylight Time because Dimmy was awake and he decided to be nice. And by nice, I mean make me stay up until 4 in the morning doing articles because it was World Ember and I had to write. So that was fun. That was a fun one. But we stopped doing surprise launches 4 hours early. I'm like, oh, thank God. That shit killed me, y'all. It was a good day, but whoa. It was a busy December. Very, very busy December. UTC does not summer. So it's 6 p.m. UTC / GMT. It's, so it's UTC. Because this calendar's in GMT, which is the same thing as UTC. They're the same thing. With different names. It's in 28 hours. I'll give it to you relative. It is 28 hours. Plus 10 minutes. 28 hours and 10 minutes to finish all the prompts. The 24 hour Zog stream is up here. It's up top. At the very top. Because it's a full day thing. It didn't, like the way that this app works, it doesn't like cover the whole thing. So it's all the way up top. Which is why I kept forgetting that it exists. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. Yeah, it isn't. Yeah. They usually use BST, or they use GMT when it's not summer. And it's always confusing, and I'm always like, please give us the time zone countdown. I need math. Give it to me relative, Doc. I can't. I hate math, but I need to do the math. Because I keep forgetting that I'm like, what? How? I'm 9 hours ahead, I think is how this works currently, right? 4, 7, yeah. I'm 9 hours ahead of BST, but sometimes I'm 10 hours ahead, and sometimes I'm 11 hours ahead, and it's like, what is happening? How far ahead am I? Yeah. When Zog ends and World Anvil begins, we are complete. We put down our hammers and we stop world building for a brief chaotic hour. Which I will probably be asleep for because oh no, oh god. Sleep, please. That or I might still be awake, depending on if I finish all my articles, which I should. But now that I found out that my math is wrong, I'm scared. I'm scared of the bad math. And I need to fix the... math, dude. Far out. So, I didn't even spell it right because I don't have the hey, I don't have the U. Oh no. Hold on. Pull up. Here it is. My beautiful umlauted sun. We copy it. Make it happen. You've been doing Worldcon. Ooh. Interesting. Yeah, plus a guest. Yeah. Everyone's going to be guest streaming. And it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a chaotic hour. And I'll be watching you for most of tomorrow. I expect that's what's going to happen. Oh. Alright. See you later, Syracuse. Have fun. Oh, there's all these bits of the... Oh, here we go. Hey! Ooh. So I'm not going to be able to finish this article, obviously, because we got distracted talking about Romeo and Juliet. So we're going to just put the belligerents in, and then we will be rating... Because it's not a Saturday. It's a Friday, so I'm rating different people. So I'll either be rating Amazing Chi, or I'll be rating Laura Bones in just under 10 minutes. So I need to do the coalition bit. I'm gonna do the belligerents panel, and then I'll wrap up, I think. I guess I just name them after the kid, right? So we'll say this is Viking Coalition. And this is... Oh, that's weird. The Grey Bar was on the side for some reason. Strange. Okay, so this is... Oh, which side is he again? Where is it? Here it is. What side is he? So he's Ibza. Because he's on the non-elective side. So he's from Ibza. Okay. This is Ibza who falls, and it is... Who else is on their side? That's a lol. And possibly Nawachihid. Nope, I can't. We'll put Nawachihid in for the minute, and we don't have a person for it. That's okay. We'll put that there for the second. I don't remember the word for it. Yeah. You have come up with fire diamonds as a natural resource. Oh, that rules. And you've connected it to the geographic location. Hell yeah! That owns. Fire diamonds sounds super cool. That's awesome. Oh, secure. The word I wanted was secure. Figured it out. Secure Vikings position as Grand Prince of all reforms. That's their objective. Stop there. We move on. I might have to tweak the shit out of it. It's fine. And this is I need to copy a link. No, nope, I'm not gonna copy it. Not gonna copy it. Have it. Uchla. Coalition. His name is just Uchla? Really? That's what I called it? Yeah, his name is just Uchla. Huh. Dude's name just means cold, I'm pretty sure. It's a weird name, dude. None of these people are named sensibly. What? Why? What? Hold on, what? What are you doing here? Get out of here. Scram. How'd you get here? How'd you get in that spot? But yeah, I guess that is basically it. And then, who's on this side? So this is the Prisufon side. More streams! More streams! I specifically moved mine so I wouldn't overlap. That's why it's Friday. I'm like, why is it Friday? It's like, it's because I moved. It's like, ah! Zeklavuth and I think Barzahav. For the minute. Those can be the two sides. I have no idea how those look. I've forgotten how the belligerent. Oh, that's why I don't use them. I remember now. I remember my reasoning. Because then it looks like this. And then it just makes me sad. I end up just being upset. Like, why does it look like this? Why is this how we decided to do? Oh god. How much can I CSS the hell out of that? How can I finesse this? They're all separate rows? Holy shit. Okay. Okay. But you can't target all three of those because then you delete this one. Alright. Okay. Alright. I love this. I love the belligerence tab in theory, but in practice it always upsets me. Just because I never have the numbers to put here. I don't do numbers. So I can't fill in these bits. So I can't actually fill in the strength and casualties sections. And then I'm just like, well, now what do I do? Now what do I do with these? Plus there was a time when I had, the last war I wrote had 4 different sides. So I just made it myself. Like, I just made them myself. I put in a CSS tab that said no belligerence, and then I just went, it's time. And I just made my own. So, I may find myself doing that again. Visibility hidden. I mean, I can hide this entire thing. I have a CSS thing built in that will let me do that. I just need to put a tag in somewhere. The bit is that you can't just target the strength and casualties headers, which is what I would want to do. I would want to just get rid of these. I can't do that because there's nothing that distinguishes them from the objectives header. They have the exact same CSS like classes and stuff, so I can't just remove those two. There might be a way, but it would require way more effort than I'm willing to put in. So I feel like if I get annoyed, I'm just going to do it myself. I'm just going to make my own. Because I've done that before. I did it on the... oh no. Session. I wish it would prioritize titles. But I made my own belligerency tab here for this particular war. Just because it worked way better because I had 4 groups in it, and it made it way easier. Like, I didn't have to put I could have put them in the sidebar, but I put them in the text because that was more useful. But I can always build my own in the sidebar as well, and that's fine. Like, I can work with that because then I can also mention who the leaders are without making articles for them, because I don't want to have to do that. Because, like, Loi Li, she doesn't come back, and there's already characters called Loi Li. And it's going to get confusing if there's 7 of them running around with articles. So I'm just not going to make an article for her. I'm not going to make an article for Churdy either. Because they don't have numbers attached to them. So I'm not going to give them articles. So I'll just, write them in. My BB code will whoosh, but that's fine. I can make that happen. Because I can take advantage of the fact that, like, I know how to do all of this anyway. I can make it happen. I can make it work. That'll be what I'll do while we're watching Laura Bones or something. I'll just be sorting all that out. I'll just be doing a bunch of CSS instead of actually writing an article. Ah, jeez. Alright, well it is midnight now, which means my time as the holder of the torch, of the streaming torch, comes to an end. I will be spending Laura Bones' stream struggling and also eating. That's my golden objectives. So thank you all very much for coming. I hope that you had a good time. Even if I didn't get anywhere near as much done as I hoped I would, it's okay. I've got, there's, 28 hours left? It's fine. Manageable. It can all be done. We will all get through this together. We're not going to struggle to eat. Yeah, exactly. We'll be fine. So. No, it's slash. Ah. Oh no, I'm on the wrong keyboard. That's why it wouldn't work. Ah. There we go. Boom. There we go. Alright. So we're going to be raiding Laura Bones. Someone different for me to raid this time because I've never been streaming before Laura before. because of our usual streaming setup. I hope you all had fun and that you got, words down, prompts complete. We just had a fun time listening to me complain about a book that I haven't read in many, many years, as well as a film I haven't seen in years. And yeah, thank you all for coming. I hope your summer camps have been lovely and a lot of world building fun. I'll be next streaming on Tuesday to make my eat my sub emotes because I need to do those. That's Tuesday's stream, and then we'll see what happens from there. So thank you all for coming, and remember to grab your hammer and world build. Oh, that was so upset.